believe in the paranormal. As most of you guys know, I don't like any horror, whether it's from movies or video games. I am very easily spooked. But that being said, even if I don't like full-on horror, I love spooky themes. Jack-o'-lanterns, bats, witches, cats, owls, wands. I love all things like that. When it comes to deciding if I consider paranormal experiences to be more on the spooky or scary side, you can put me right at the top of scary. I don't like it, but I still think that they're interesting. What I consider to be my craziest paranormal experience was years ago in my last year of primary school. I was going through a phase back then where I was really interested in space. I would read books about it. I'd even check the weekly astronomy articles in the newspaper to see what planets were visible and if anything interesting was happening that week. I think this is the only time in my life that I have taken interest in a newspaper. The reason why I grew out of this phase was because the more I learnt about space, the more it became kinda scary to me. Anyway, back then there would be some nights where I would just sit outside and stare up at the sky. Honestly, I was mostly hoping to see shooting stars, which did happen sometimes, and I would always get so happy and make a wish. But one night, I saw something different up there. Only a few people in my life have heard this story, and now I'm sharing it with you. This actually did happen on one of the nights where I'd seen a shooting star, so I was staring up at the sky hoping to catch another one, and that's when I saw it. Up in the sky, this set of lights that was rotating, and it moved quickly from one side of the sky to the other until it was gone from sight. I can still remember it so clearly. It was 5 lights, one of them was red and one of them was blinking on and off. I was frozen when this happened. The whole thing probably only lasted a few seconds, but I felt like I was sitting there for a lot longer. Once I'd regained myself, I ran back indoors in a hurry. I was really scared. Once I was back inside, I watched the sky from the window to see if it would come back. I didn't want to go back out there. I told a couple of friends about it at school the next day, but they didn't believe me. One person said it was probably just an airplane, and the other tried to tell me that maybe it was Northern Lights. We did not live in or even close to a country that got Northern Lights, and there was nothing natural looking about what I saw either. I spent so long looking online for some kind of explanation or similar photos to what I saw, but I've never found anything. I've never seen a drone that matches it either. There are so many different stories of UFO sightings. It's hard to know which ones could be real or just misunderstandings. And the truth is that I will probably never know what I saw that night. What do you think it was? Getting off the subject of UFOs now, when you clicked on this video, you were probably expecting a ghost story. I've had a couple of weird experiences where hard to explain things have happened, like one time where I was little and I was alone in my bedroom. I was just sitting on the ground playing with one of my plushies, when all of a sudden I felt like someone brushed my fringe up with their hand. And that scared me to the point where I just ran out of the room crying. I've also woken up before to something falling off a shelf even though I couldn't see anything that would have disturbed it. But the strangest experience was one time where we were traveling home from a little vacation. We stopped at one point at an old-looking food place to get a quick snack. Before we left, I wanted to use the bathroom quickly. As soon as the bathroom door closed behind me, I immediately got a really strong and weird feeling that someone was watching me. The bathroom was empty, but I just felt like someone was in the stall at the end. I could see from where I was standing that there were no feet underneath, so there was no one else there. But I just couldn't shake the feeling that someone or something was there looking at me. I couldn't bring myself to walk to the end of the bathroom to have a proper look. Needless to say, I didn't even use the bathroom in the end. I just backed out of there slowly. It is true that people can get easily paranoid and overanalyze things until they get creeped out or they create an image in their mind. It's just part of the natural self-defense mechanism that we all have for protecting ourselves. But this experience was just so weird because I had nothing to be scared about before. It was just an instant feeling as soon as I walked into that room. It wasn't even a creepy looking bathroom. It was the only time in my life that I'd ever experienced something like that too. So I left that bathroom feeling convinced that it was haunted. But I want to know what you think. Have you experienced anything like either of these two stories? Leave your stories and paranormal experiences in the comments down below. I want to read them. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't already, please click right here on the video to check out my latest storytime video too. I'll see you over there. Thank you for watching. Bye!